In ancient Japan, there was a legend. Whenever thunder roared across the sky, a mysterious yokai would appear. It would ride lightning down to the earth in an instant, bringing chaos wherever it landed. They say this yokai had a master, the god of thunder. But this thunder god wasn't a typical deity like Raijin. He was one of the 4 great Onryo, Japan's most feared vengeful spirits in history. The yokai is known as Raiju, the thunder beast, and its master, the one still feared to this day, Sugawara no Michizane. In today's video, we'll dive into the story of Raiju and Sugawara no Michizane and uncover the mysterious link between this vengeful spirit and the creature born from lightning. I'm Mr. Yao, and welcome to the Leyenda Yokai channel. Here, I explore famous yokai and urban legends. If you're into these topics, be sure to subscribe so you won't miss out on future videos. Raiju is one of the most famous and feared supernatural creatures in Japanese folklore. It is a yokai said to be formed from lightning, taking the shape of an animal. With long, sharp claws and a fierce, terrifying face. Raiju is often described as resembling a wolf, a dog, or even a cat. Some believe it is a beast made up of features from different animals. Whenever thunder roars, Raiju rides the lightning and descends to earth, causing destruction wherever it lands. In ancient Japan, buildings were made of wood and closely packed together. So even a single lightning strike could lead to massive damage and deadly fires. That's why Raiju was feared as a violent and dangerous yokai. According to Koshiyawa, a collection of strange tales by Matsura Seizon, there was once a Raiju that fell from the sky with a lightning strike in Akita, Dewa province. But at the time, the region was suffering from a famine, and the creature was captured, cooked, and eaten. Perhaps the greatest enemy of a yokai is a starving human. Another well-known story is about the famous samurai Tachibana Dosetsu from Japan's Sengoku period, who is said to have slain a Raiju in his youth. One stormy night, he was sheltering under a tree when lightning suddenly struck toward him. Dosetsu quickly drew his sword and struck the lightning itself. When the smoke cleared, a dead Raiju lay at his feet. From that day on, he named his sword Raikiri, meaning lightning cutter. The blade is still preserved today in the Tachibana Museum. In Nishiboji Temple, located in Mishima district of Niigata Prefecture, there's a preserved mummy that is said to be a Raiju. The origin of this mummy is unknown. It measures about 35 centimeters long and resembles a cat, baring its teeth in a menacing pose. Yokai researcher Tada Katsumi believes that the mummy was originally a cat, but its true identity remains unverified to this day. In ancient times, people believed that Raiju were messengers sent by the thunder god. It was said that small Raiju would crawl into human belly buttons to hide from their master's rage. This gave rise to a popular Japanese superstition. When you hear thunder, you should cover your belly button. In Shinto and Japanese folk beliefs, the thunder god is a deity who rules over lightning and thunder. However, the master Raiju was not a traditional thunder god. He was one of the 4 great Onryo of ancient Japan, Sugawara no Michizane. Sugawara no Michizane was a renowned scholar and politician during the Heian period. He was especially skilled in Chinese poetry and was later worshipped as the god of learning. Shrines dedicated to him, known as Tenmarngu, can be found all over Japan. During exam season, many students visit Tenmarngu shrines to pray for success and purchase a small cloth charm called omamori to bring good luck on their tests. Sugawara no Michizane was a genius during his lifetime. He entered government service at a young age and quickly earned the favor of Emperor Wuda. In just a few years, he was promoted to a high-ranking position, Raijin, or Minister of the Right. At the time, most high-ranking officials in the imperial court came from the Fujiwara clan, one of the dominant aristocratic families. Michizane, on the other hand, came from a scholarly family with an uncommon surname. His rapid rise to power stirred resentment among the Fujiwara officials. They saw him as a threat and began plotting against him in secret. Their chance finally came when Emperor Wuda unexpectedly abdicated the throne and passed it on to Emperor Daigo. At first, Emperor Daigo also trusted Sugawara no Michizane. However, Fujiwara no Tokihira began his schemes. He secretly allied with officials who were at odds with Michizane and began spreading rumors to Emperor Daigo, falsely accusing Michizane of plotting rebellion. They claimed Michizane had conspired with Emperor Wuda to elevate Daigo's younger brother, Prince Saisei, to the throne. The young Emperor Daigo was terrified and, in his panic, handed full authority over to Tokihira for dealing with Michizane. Unaware of his alleged crime, Michizane was arrested overnight by the Imperial Guard, stripped of his rank, and exiled to Darzaifu in Kyushu. His entire family was forbidden to accompany him, and they were forcibly expelled from the capital, left to wander, their fate unknown. While exiled in Darzaifu, Michizane never understood what grave crime he had committed to deserve such a fate. Separated from his family, who were scattered across the land, he died in despair at the age of 59 in Darzaifu. After Michizane's death, his restless spirit traveled to Onryo Temple in Mount Hiei. An old monk on the mountain encountered him, and Michizane revealed that he would return to Heian-kyo to seek revenge. He told the monk not to stand in his way. Upon seeing Michizane's spirit, the monk instantly knew he had transformed into an Onryo. From that day on, strange omens began to appear in Heian-kyo. The Fuso Ryaki record a series of disastrous phenomena. Earthquakes, lightning strikes, droughts, and plagues, all happening one after another. People believe these unusual events, especially the frequent lightning storms, were signs of Michizane's spirit returning to Heian-kyo to take revenge. It was said that Michizane, wronged and dying in anger, had become the thunder god, striking with lightning to right the injustices of the world. And the Raiju, the thunder beast, was his messenger, sent to punish the wicked. One day, during a court assembly, a bolt of lightning suddenly struck from the sky, hitting the roof of the Seiyoden in the imperial palace with a deafening roar. Emperor Daigo and all the courtiers were thrown into panic. Many of them cried out in horror, "Michizane has returned. Michizane is here for revenge." From that point on, the officials who had taken part in framing Sugawara no Michizane began to suffer one by one. Some were struck dead by lightning while traveling. Others died suddenly for no reason, their deaths gruesome and terrifying. These strange events sparked widespread fear in the court. Even a mastermind, Fujiwara no Tokihira, was overwhelmed with dread. Thunderstorms continued to rage through Heian-kyo, and the fear eventually broke Tokihira's spirit. He fell ill and died a year later. Just when everyone thought that Sugawara no Michizane's vengeance had ended with the death of Fujiwara no Tokihira, yet another strange event occurred. 10 years later, Michizane's wrath resurfaced again. Prince Yasukura, son of Emperor Daigo and Tokihira's sister, also Tokihira's chosen successor to the throne, died suddenly at the young age of 21. At the time, the sky was once again filled with thunder day after day, which the people believed to be undeniable proof of Michizane's vengeful spirit returning once more. The court finally realized how serious the situation had become. A grand purification ritual called Ohare was held in front of the Kenrei Gate inside the imperial palace to appease his spirit. At the same time, 2 imperial decrees were issued, one to restore Michizane's title of Minister of the Right, and another to officially nullify his exile. However, his anger had not been soothed. 2 years later, Prince Yasukura's only son, Prince Korizane, died prematurely at the age of 5. With that, Yasukura's bloodline came to a complete end. Emperor Daigo, devastated by all these losses, fell ill. His health deteriorated day by day, until he finally passed away on his imperial bed. After his death, Emperor Suzaku ascended the throne. This emperor, interestingly, had a deep connection to another famous great Onryo, Taira no Masakado. 2 of the 4 great Onryo of ancient Japan, Emperor Sotoku and Taira no Masakado. I've already made videos about them. You can find the links in the description or directly on my channel. As for the last one, Prince Sugawara, his curse was so powerful that it forced Emperor Kanmu to move the capital to Heian-kyo, now known as Kyoto. If you'd like to hear more about his story, feel free to let me know in the comments. And don't forget to give this video a like and share it. Thank you so much for your support. Emperor Suzaku ordered the construction of a Tenmargu shrine to enshrine Sugawara no Michizane, and posthumously honored him as the god of learning and the god of thunder. Because of this, Michizane's spirit was finally at peace. The once terrifying Onryo, who had plunged mid-Heian Kyoto into fear for nearly a century, was no longer seen as a monster, but revered as a deity. Today, countless students visit Tenmargu shrines every year, praying for academic success and passing exams. And the spirit they worship is the very same thunder god who once returned to seek vengeance. Sometimes, the line between a god and a yokai is thinner than we think. If you enjoy my channel, please help by hitting the subscribe button and turning on the notification bell so you won't miss my upcoming videos. Thank you for watching until the end, and I'll see you next time.